Hi, my name is John Weber and I'm an agronomist here with Brant. We're in eastern Washington here in an apple orchard, and today we want to talk about calcium fertility. It's getting about that time. Here you can see that the trees are still blooming, but we'll be into petal fall fairly soon, which is when most of y'all are going to start your calcium sprays. Now, calcium is really important for fruit nutrition because it's important in the cell wall, it's important in the cell membrane, and therefore it has a lot of characteristics that are important as far as fruit quality. So the reason we do calcium sprays is for bitter pit, which is a physiological disorder in apples that's brought on by low calcium concentrations in the fruit. And so typically you find the symptoms at the calyx end of the apple fruit, and it presents itself as dark necrotic lesions, usually 2 to 10 millimeters in size. So we need to get the calcium to the fruit, and that's important because that's what's going to make it so that you don't have the physiological disorder of bitter pit. And so why do we have to do that foliarly versus in the soil? So the soil supplies enough that for physiological growth of the plant, especially the vegetative part, but deposition of calcium in the plant is driven by transpirational demand. So the leaves have a much higher transpirational demand than the fruit does early, and then later in the season, actually the xylem is cut off from the fruit, so the fruit can't get supplied through transpirational demand. So for both of those reasons, you have to apply calcium to the fruit portion and get it to the fruit in order to get your calcium levels high enough that you're not going to see appreciable levels of bitter pit. We're at a timing where you could start, or you'll be starting soon, when petal fall is complete, and then you'll go through and continue to apply them while the fruit is developing. And that's important so that you build up those high concentration levels of calcium in the fruit and prevent those physiological disorders. So Brant has several products that are a real good fit for foliar calcium sprays. They are formulated so they penetrate extremely well, and then therefore are extremely efficient in getting the calcium into the fruit. We have a couple different lines, one for conventional and one for organic. So our conventional line is called Maniplex, and we have either Folical or Maniplex Cal B, and they both use mannitol, which is a sugar involved in phloem loading that helps the calcium penetrate into the plant and get into the fruit. We also have Organiplex calcium 8%, and that's for organic growers, and that's complexed with low molecular weight amino acids, which really help the plant as far as helping the calcium uptake into the fruit or into the plant, and again help prevent those physiological disorders by building up the calcium concentration in the fruit.